So it's out the box. Oh, that's weird. That vibrates as you do that. It's like, yeah, okay. Like carnival gets an electric shock, but weird. Completely smooth, but as you put your hand over it, don't even hear that. Okay, so I'm going to see if you can lift the lid up with one hand, because a lot of these smaller, thinner laptops, you need two hands, and you want to be drinking the other hand or something. So let's see if it opens up on its own. There we go. So I've not actually turned this thing on yet. There's a little mesh there for the covering. Let's put that there. Yes, turn it on there. When people say it looks a lot better in real life than it does on these videos, and I'm thinking, yeah, right, it looks a bit grey. It's not, it's absolutely fantastic. I mean, this is black. As you can see, it's very dark. I didn't realise it does that. Yeah, that's absolutely very strange sensation, that is. It doesn't have a sticker up here saying 4K like the 144 Hertz screens do. I'm not sure why it doesn't have one. The reason I'm videoing the screen and stuff, it's nice how it's doing through all the colours, cool. It's for people who haven't seen the 4K version to see what it looks like, because I'm recording this in 4K. So obviously you need a 4K monitor to view it, but obviously I can whiz through some of these. Oh yes, it's and these speaker grills don't stick out like they do in some of the videos I've seen. You don't really notice it. It really does. The aesthetics goes extremely well. Very impressed. Also, the 4K screen is supposed to be, well, it's obviously a different screen. No one actually knows what it is yet, but it's supposed to be Adobe 100% calibrated in the factory. Not that I would notice too much difference, but I'm hoping for a very pretty 4K experience. I mean, I watch a lot of 4K content now on for streaming and Netflix Prime. You can download 4K trailers and stuff like that. So that's one good use. And because it's a very large screen for the size of the laptop, you only tend to notice 4K when within a certain distance from the screen. So because you can have this a lot closer, you will notice the 4K resolution. A lot of this is for production work and for business viewings and demonstrations, where I use a lot of virtual machines in Hyper-V. So I'll be upgrading this to Windows 10 Pro if it's not already. I think it's home, so it's cheap. It's quite cheap to upgrade. And when I say cheap, we're talking under £10, $10. If you know where to look, legally as well. So I'll need lots of different screens of 1920 running around, and once you've got used to that, so what I kind of like do is I do like a server environment with a lot of VMs running in there, and That's for demo purposes, but I will have like one for office, email, one for games like Hearthstone, MTG Arena, card games like that. It's nice. Certainly not that I can tell, there's any light bleed. United States, how very dare you. Right. This is very bright, very colourful. I've not seen one as clear as that. Hello.
I'm Cortana, and I'm here to help.
A
little sign in here, a touch of Wi-Fi there, and we'll have your PC ready for all you plan to do. You can use your voice or the keyboard along the way.
Sounds pretty good.
If you'd like me to stay
I know
quiet,
people say it's not Daisy, but rather than having little speakers underneath.
Screen reader, press the Windows, Control and Enter keys at the same time to enable narrator.
Oh, shut up.
Okay, enough intro. Let's dig in.
I don't actually have any of these
Your
assistants.
region is set to United Kingdom.
Yeah.
Is that...
Your
keyboard is set to United Kingdom. Would you like to stick with...
Hey. That's better. I actually like the voice and everything else, but I just don't like the continual monitoring and stuff like that. Some networks. I'm not going to sign into a network for now, because I want to not let it get hanged up on downloads and checking files and things like that. That looks really nice. A lot of people, obviously the 4K has only just come out. This is August 24th. I'm recording this. I think it's only been out 2 weeks. The 144 has been out a couple of months. Not that you've been able to get it for a month.
Type what you want to name your account.
Okay. Obviously, I want to clear the blankness on the video itself.
Okay, now type a password for your account.
I thought I turned her off. Right, I get the speaker anyway. So no. Oh, this keyboard's actually really good. Really impressed with how bright the keys are. I think I'm putting that right. Okay. Nope. You can get stuffed. What's this location? No. Show your ads. I don't want to be listening to me. No. Thank you very much. Oh, the trackpad, I forgot. Very smooth. I don't even feel it under the fingers, and I'm just incredibly lightly touching it, just like you should do. So that's quite cool. I mean, I'm not heavy-fisted. So if you're very delicate, like treating things with respect and stuff, you're not going to have any problem with this. You hear funny noises in the background. It is raining. Fans have just kicked in. I can only just... I don't think they're high pitch or anything. Oh yeah, so going back onto the differences. So this version will have a thermal strip over the SSD. It also comes with 512K, not 256. You don't get a 256 version, and so 256 is what I was going to buy anyway. So the only upgrade I've actually paid for is a 4K screen. Because I've got a thermal strip on the SSD should be a lot cooler, especially on the, where you put in your palms and stuff. They've also not painted the vapor chamber, so it's copper. I thought about maybe cleaning it and then maybe putting a nice crystal lacquer on it from Rust-Oleum or something like that. Oh, bloody hell, the colours on this thing. Oh. Wait. I've got the power charge over there. I can't hear a thing from it. And I do notice whine and stuff. That is bloody gorgeous. And I've got a nice IPS Predator 34-inch ultra wide screen upstairs, and I thought that was pretty good, but no. Yeah. So what I was going to do is give you a demonstration. So I'm going to turn off a load of stuff, try and have a go at the batteries and stuff, and see if having a 4K screen really affects the batteries as much as what people think. I think you can get down to half. I mean, there's lots of things you can do. And have a go on that, but that is absolutely gorgeous. One of the reasons I wanted one of these newer ultra thin lab gaming laptops, either an MSI or Gigabyte, and Asus was larger than this, so they're probably really good. But it's because they've got a much larger battery in here, so you can get a lot more hours without using the battery. Now, if I get 3 or 4 hours just fanning around with this one on the battery, that's way more than I need. Because I'll have to charge and stuff for me. I mean, 4 hours sitting somewhere with no power is a long time. So that is pretty good. It wasn't that long ago where you had to have something like a Surface or something to get those kind of hours. And this is a gaming laptop, and you can turn everything off. But I think there's a lot of tweaks on these things to get the which I'm going to have a play with. And I was going to, I don't know what I've done with it. I bought a special USB pen drive. Sounds just fantastic. This isn't it, by the way, though. It is quite fast. Bugger off. There's absolutely no fan noise at the moment. It's quiet as hell.
Welcome to IMAX, the world's...
Shut up. Okay, so I've just copied an IMAX video which is actually done in Dolby Vision and and hi-fi stereo and all the sounds and everything. So it's let's see what you think. I'm hearing it the first time as yourself. All the default sound settings, everything. Well, I'm really pleased with this laptop. I think there's just too many people just moaning out there. So I'm going to start doing things with this and get back to you a bit later on. Cool.